Fitness Together Newton Center. Today we're going to be going through a basic stretch, yoga-inspired warm-up that you can do before your workouts, as a cool down after a workout, or even just as a regular little warm-up when you start your day. We're going to come on down to the mat. First position we're going to start out in is just a basic lying on our back. We want to get our breath centered here. So let's take our right hand, place it on the belly, left hand up on the chest. We want to make sure that that right hand is the one that's rising up as we take that full breath in. Not our left hand. Deep belly breaths through, filling that diaphragm with air, not shallow breathing through the chest. Go for about 5 to 7 breaths. From there, we're going to switch to our first stretch. Just a basic runner's hip flexor stretch, drawing that knee into the chest. Holding it for a couple breaths. Second, we're going to bring it right over into a crossover. You're going to get a good stretch through that glute, low back. If you want a little bit more through the hamstrings and IT band, you can straighten that knee, pull the toe towards you. If you have to reduce the angle down a little bit, that's fine. From there, we're going to bring it up into sort of our figure 4, ankle in front of the knee. We're going to reach through the little hole with the right hand, reach around the leg with the left. Draw that knee towards the chest so we get that stretch through the glute. Same thing, holding for a couple breaths. From here, we're going to relax it down, back to the other side for that single knee into the chest again. Couple deep breaths on that side. Coming to our crossover on the other side. You might get a few cracks and pops through the back, that's okay. Stiffen that right knee, left knee. Get that stretch through the IT band and the hamstring. Breaths, we're going to bring it back into both knees into the chest. Think about pressing that tailbone down into the ground to get that stretch through the low back. After a couple breaths, we're just going to kind of rock gently, massaging the muscles of the low back till we come up to a seated position. We're going to bring those feet out in front of us, soles of our feet together. You can find a comfortable distance here. You don't need to have the heels right in close to you. Bring them out, find that comfortable spot, bring the hands to the toes, pull that forehead down towards the feet. Same thing, just hold that for a couple of breaths. Feeling the stretch through our groin, adductors, hip flexors, low back. Get a couple of good breaths in there. We're going to bring it back to hands and knees. From here, we're going to get a great little bit of work in for our spine, coming up into the cat position, rounding that back, pushing it up towards the ceiling, and then dropping the belly down, pushing our hips back into the cow position. Should have a nice deep scoop through that low back. Coming, pushing back up into that cat position. Back down into cow. One more time. Good. Come back to that flat tabletop. Set those toes in the back. Push up into downward facing dog. Get a little stretch through those calves and hamstrings. You can bend the knees if you need to. If not, stiffen those knees. Try to get those heels back to the floor. From our downward dog, we're just gonna bring our fold back to that upright push-up position, drop the knees.